Hey everyone, it's time to do another review. So this time I'm going to be talking about The Elite by Kiera Cass. So this book was the viewer's choice of May, and I, if you hadn't noticed, was super excited to read it. And that's because I got it in the mail like right on time and then didn't have time to read it because my TBR was so ridiculously I'm so glad you guys picked it because I sat down to read it and just like flew through it. I think I started it when I got into work, and by the time I was done with work, I was done with it, which then begs the question, what do I do for a living? I literally sit there and read books. It's awesome. I love this book. It was so good. I was like sitting in my chair squealing about it, and my coworker was like, what is wrong with you? Oh my god. And I was like, you're a boy, you don't understand. But really, he probably did understand, because that's sexist and I shouldn't say that, because boys read YA too. Let's just kind of give a brief overview of this book. This is the sequel to The Selection, so if you haven't read The Selection, go away because I'm probably going to spoil The Selection for you. But yeah, The Elite is the second book, and it starts off with spoilers happening now, so go away if you, yeah. They've cut it down to The Elite, so there's only 6 girls left, and Max has to pick between the 6. Unfortunately, of the 6, Celeste is still there, and I still want to claw her face off. Other characters are still around who are really great, like Marley, and Aspen's still around as well. He's a boy, not a girl, because Aspen sounds like a girl's name. And if you've gotten this far in the video, you should know that, because you should have read The Selection, am I right? This book kind of continues on from there, and we've got more rebels happening, and also more drama in the castle with the king and queen, and with America being her crazy self, and so on. We get to know more about the history of Aaliyah, which is really cool. I thought it was great that we got to hear about some of the, like, how it came into being, and we sort of got more of an idea of what was going on in the world with different countries, which was also really cool. But I wish we'd gotten more of that. I think that would have been a really great addition to have, like, some kind of more background information about what the rest of the world was doing. And that's almost the only criticism I have, which is sad. But yeah, this book was a great second book. I thought it was fantastic. We got to know the characters better. I definitely cried at least once during this book. It was very, very heartbreaking. And I want Aspen to go away. That's really all I have to say about it. I just want him to go away. I guess the main reason that I wanted to make this video was to talk about that, because I have never, in my entire reading career, read a book with a love triangle that I actually cared about. I've never read a book with a love triangle that like had me actually like rooting for one guy over the other. Usually I'm just like, the author will do what she thinks is right, and I'll be okay with that, because that's just how I am. I'm kind of like a go with the flow kind of girl. Like, you know, I was reading the Hex Hall series, and there's 2 characters, and I definitely liked one of them more than the other, but I figured I was wrong, and I was just kind of like, well, you know what? I will just let Rachel Hawkins figure it out. I'll just let her deal with it, and I'll just accept whatever ends up happening. I was the same way with Twilight. I was like, don't really care about Edward or Jacob. So, you know, on that note, I didn't really care about Bella either, so I was just kind of whatever. But I think Kiera Cass has done something with these books that has made me, like, genuinely care about the main character, America, probably because I feel like I can connect to her. I think that she did some really good things, making her seem really down to earth, and just giving her all these traits that people, ordinary readers, can relate to. And then also the guys, Maxon is a total dreamboat, and Aspen is kind of like, I can see why people might like him too, although I don't want to like him. I want him to go away. I want him to go find another girl. I want him to be happy though. I don't want him to like die in a volcano or anything. I just want some other nice girl to come along and take him away so that America and Maxon can be together. So yeah, I've never really cared about a love triangle and its outcome ever before. I usually am just like, whatever, I'm gonna pay attention to the other plot points, and that can just get resolved on its own, and I'll just be okay with it whichever way it goes. But in this case, I'm like firmly Team Maxon, so yeah, I don't even know how that happened. But I'm really excited to see where this goes in the 3rd book. The title was released, it's called The One, as in like the one he marries, probably. I don't know what the cover is gonna look like. I keep imagining, like, what color could they go with after blue and orange, and I have heard some people say it's probably gonna be white, because it's like, you know, wedding white, people wear white, I don't know. And I guess that makes sense. So if you have any conspiracies or thoughts about that. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, what do you guys think is going to happen? Which team are you on? How did you guys like the rebels in this book? Because I thought they were fantastic. And also, can someone go take Chris and take her away, please? I'm a bad person. I just want the other characters to all just go away because they're ruining my pairing, okay? This is a problem. Also, Celeste, take her. She can die in a volcano. That's okay with me. I would be fine with that. But, you know, the rest of the characters should just go away nicely, please. So anyway, if any of you guys have read this book, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't read this book, I don't know what you're doing here watching this video. Seriously, just leave. Go out, get it, read it, then talk to me about it. Because I want to talk to somebody about this because I have all the feels and it's a problem. So, yeah. See you guys next time.